starting to sound. Would you agree, Kenny, that this is a crucial game for them if they're going to battle back in the series?
Yeah, some guys play much better at home than they do on the road. So they need some home cooking tonight, and this crowd has got to give them a big burst of adrenaline.
You know, if you listen to everybody else, especially the so-called experts, they think it's over. But they're not out of it yet, Ernie. Yes, they're up against the ropes, but it's only one thing to do, Kenny. Come out swinging, knockout blow. Tonight is a game they got to win at all costs.
Very, I would say that it sounds like you guys have been there and done that when you discuss being in this situation in a series.
You know what? I just used to hate some of my teammates that only play well at home. You know, some of them need to wear their practice home jersey under their away jersey so we can get some wins on the road.
Well, I'm actually 1-5 with being down 0-2. I've been swept 6 times.
Hey, congratulations to you.
The last time in Dallas in the finals, we were down 0-2 and we came back to win the finals. So
Houston did it in the finals. Oh, that was us.
Well, so what are you saying? You just give up when you're down 0-2?
No, I didn't give up.
Okay, good. Whatever.
In the words of jocks across America, I got mine.
Time for tip-off as we send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And I heard you talking about the finals, Kenny.
Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of this Eastern Conference Round 1 matchup. 2-0 so far. Perhaps the Tide can turn this one. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And Doris Burks on the sideline as well. It's the Philadelphia 76ers taking on the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at Boston, they need the boost here from the hometown fans. Trailing 2-0, it is critical for them to start to edge back into the series.
And an opportunity here to change the momentum of this series. The odds are stacked against them after losing those first 2 on the road. But now in their building, their fans, it's their chance to get back into it.
Simply do or die time. I mean, they can't be discouraged by the 2 losses. There's still plenty of time left in this series. The most important game is the current game. The crowd isn't discouraged, and we can feel that. Just listen to them. They're going at it in here.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Champ out there with the natural. And it's the natural, and it's the natural, and it's Cortez in at the 1. And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Philadelphia moving the ball over. And he lays it straight in.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Passes it to the prodigy. He dishes it to Hibbert. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Here's the natural. Pass to Champ. About 1 minute into the first quarter. To the wing right side. Releases from the wing and drills it.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Here's the prodigy. Over to the left wing. Here's the prodigy, and he's good on the 3-ball. The prodigy's got 5.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
There's the pass to the natural. Here's the natural. 5 on the clock, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. The natural's got himself on the board with 3 there. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a powerless finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Here's the prodigy to the left side wing. Richard, and again, Boston with the triple.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Champ. Here's Cortez. And that one's on target from the wing. The Natural's got his second bucket of the game to go.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Richards passes to Hibbert, and the shot is good.
They are cooking on fire right now. Really flowing well.
The 76ers trail by 5. pass to the natural. Over to the left wing. Here's the natural. Over to the wing. The natural, the pass to the natural. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. Boston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. The prodigy passes to the prodigy. Releases. Again, the Celtics good for 2. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I briefly spoke with Brett Brown. With a 2-0 lead in this series, he wants his team to remain focused on the business at hand. He said it's a terrific position they put themselves in, and they're determined to make the most of it. We'll see how they fare with Game 3 underway now, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Here's the natural. Here's the natural. That doesn't go on the change to time.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Champ, the pass to Cortez. Here's the natural. Pass to Cortez. Here's the natural. Lets it go. Again, Philadelphia. The Celtics with the lead. Here's the prodigy. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. The prodigy's got his first 2 points. The pass to Champ. Here's the natural. Here's the screen. Cortez passes to the natural. Inside, here's Champ. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
Here's the natural. Passes to the prodigy. And again, it's Boston converting.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Cortez passes to Champ. Here's the natural. Great D that time from Hibbert.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The wing jumper off target.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Here's the prodigy. Here's the natural. 6 points for him. Here's Champ. He nails it, and we're tied up. Champ's got 7 points in the game.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
All right, fans, let's get up. Let's get loud for the Celtics dancers.
Now looking back at the regular season now at the leaderboard of the highest scoring small forwards. These guys putting up the offense trying to get their teams to the playoffs. Well, you look at Champ, 3rd in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will.
You know, call him whatever you want. But the bottom line is he just finds a way to score. And when he gets going, he can tear the rest of the NBA to shreds.
Well, there's no question he is the priority for any defense they're up against. He's impossible to shut down entirely, so you just want to slow him down from his spot on the wing.
Here's the prodigy. 7 points in the game. Can't get it to drop. Made 3. Missed 2 from the field. Here's the natural. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on. You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Another 3 for Philadelphia.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
And he gets it to go. The Naturals got 5 minutes.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
There's the pick. The Natural, the pass to Cortez. Fires the 3. And Boston with the rebound. They look to start a new streak after losing on Monday.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
Pass to Champ. 76ers moving the ball around. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
The Prodigy is checked in for the Celtics. And the 76ers making a change here. Here's Cortez. The 76ers again can't hit it.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
And another basket for Boston.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
To the middle. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Here's the Prodigy. He's got 7. Hibbert gets the bucket. Hibbert's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in a zone.
I think they've got to consider, Greg, throwing a few different looks his way early on, especially if he keeps shooting like this. Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
The pass to the Natural. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 76ers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Champs checked in for the 76ers. Here's the Prodigy. The jumper from the free throw line is good. The Prodigy's got 9 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Covered by Hibbert. Pocket 6. score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Passes it to the Prodigy. Here's the Prodigy. He has 7, kept alive.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Here's champ Cortez, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Pass to the Prodigy. Inside, here's the Prodigy. They get it back. Tries again.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. 76ers on top, leading by just 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. He talked about the challenge of making that decision. I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks lost in his stockpile.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. I mean, taking the Celtics to the playoffs in just his second season, I mean, I think he's one of the bright coaching stars in the NBA today. It was the NBA's game and college basketball's loss when he moved on to the Celtics.
Well said. And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this game 3. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Champ out there with the Prodigy. And it's the natural, and it's the natural. The Celtics with the lead. Hibbert with the screen. The pass to Reyes from 11 feet away. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
You know, that's exactly how they wanted to run that possession, guys. Beautiful.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Out to the wing. Here's the Prodigy. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Passes it to the Prodigy. Unloads. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Pass to Reynolds. And there's the pass to the natural. Here's the Prodigy. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. The Celtics have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Pass to the Prodigy. A 3-ball. Rebound by the 76ers.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Got that one up quick. The Prodigy's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to the Prodigy. Jacks up a 3. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
The Prodigy passes to Reyes. Here's the Prodigy, and easy 2 points on the layup. The Prodigy's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Here's the Prodigy. 5 points in the game. To the paint. And it's Hibbert missing.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And they get it back, and he gets it to go. And it's 6 points for the Prodigy.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
There's a screen. To the middle. Here's Reynolds. Now the pass to the Prodigy. And at last, they get one to fall. 8 points for him.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Passes it to Reyes. The stupendous finish in traffic. The Prodigy's got 8 points.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
It's stolen. Pass to the Prodigy. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Another 3 for Philadelphia.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And this gives us a chance to look at the point guards who had the most success from the floor in the regular season. And you look at the natural, so solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league.
As a point guard, you want to create the best possible shot every trip down the floor. And given the way these guys have shot the ball, you know, it's not a bad idea every now and then for them to go it alone.
Well, you know they're not going to do that, though. I mean, even as deadly as they are from the field, they're always looking to set up their teammates first.
Count that one.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Brett Brown as he addressed his team. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through the Prodigy. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Austin with the ball after the Sixers pick up 2. Floats one. There's the pass to Reyes. There's the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Champ's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Pass to the natural. Scoring his 3rd straight basket in 3 tries. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
That one goes. Count it. And that's now 10 points for the Prodigy.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Boston's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Pass to the Prodigy. Out left to the wing. Puts it up from 17. Jump shot is good. And that's now 10 points for the Prodigy.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. The Prodigy, he's checked in for the Natural. The Natural, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The Natural comes in for the Natural. Austin's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. The Prodigy passes to the Prodigy. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
The pass to Reynolds. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Passes it to the Prodigy. Lets it go from 14. And that one comes up a bit short. Pass to the Prodigy. Here's the Natural. There's a good screen. Out to the right wing. Here's the Prodigy. Again, Philadelphia.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
To the inside. Here's the Natural. He's got 5. And there's the pass to the Prodigy. Here's Cortez. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Here's the Prodigy. He's got 10. Bounces high off the rim and drops. The Prodigy's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
The Natural, the pass to the Prodigy. From downtown, can't get it to go. And it's Boston the other way. Passes it to Reyes. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Here's the Natural. He's got 12. Just 5 on the clock. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
The Prodigy, he's checked in for Boston. The Natural comes in for the Prodigy. The Natural, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Pass to the Prodigy. From the wing, and that's good for 2. The Prodigy's got 14. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
And he gets the bucket. Now it's a 3-point Celtic lead. Philadelphia's got 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Here's the Prodigy to the left side wing. The three-pointer is right on target. The Natural's got the game tied up here for the 76ers. Here's the Prodigy. 7 points in the game. No coverage that time. And it's 8 points for the Natural.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Here's the Natural. He's got 15. And that one's good.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. That's 10 points for the Prodigy.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The natural, the pass to the natural. A prodigy, another 3 for Philadelphia.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Just so many lead changes. Nobody's held an advantage for long.
Well, the runs have just been traded back and forth all game long. Man, I'm enjoying this.
From deep three-point range, can't hit. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Celtics lead by 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Halfway through this round 1 matchup of the NBA playoffs, Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, and Shaq. Taking a look at the Celtics, they're facing a second half that will either put them on the brink of elimination or breathe new life into this series. One thing's for sure, they can't let this game get away and expect to have a decent chance to rebound from a 3-0 deficit. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round 1 playoff matchup.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for the natural. He has 15 points and 8 dimes. Really dominating this game, just taking it over.
And really, the fact that he's making it look so effortless while he's doing it.
'76ers trailing. Prodigy is out there with the natural. And there's the Prodigy. And there's the Prodigy. And it's Hibbert in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
There's the natural after the basket by Boston. They set the pick. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
Now here's Hibbert. Celtics passing it around. And yes, sir, that one drops. And 12 points for the Prodigy.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Now the pass to the natural. Six to shoot. Out to the right wing. Cortez. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's the Prodigy. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. He is a scorching 86%.
The second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Passes it to Champ. Here's the natural. Here's the screen. Pass to the natural. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. The natural's got his second bucket of the night. There's the pass to Richards. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. No problems knocking that one down. The Prodigy's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics. Pass to the natural. Here's the natural. Offensive rebound.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent him, GA, from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thank you, Kevin. Brad Stevens had some words for his team over the break. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through the Prodigy. Coach stressed the importance of getting the ball in his hands as soon as possible at the start of their possessions. No question he's going to be the key guy for them offensively. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
All right, fans, let's get up! Let's get down for your Celtics dancers!
These players were extremely tough inside during the regular season. Here now are the block leaders on the 2K leaderboard. And you look at the natural, 5th in the league and patrolling the paint. From the inbound, count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from the natural.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
The 76ers trail by 3. Cortez passes to the natural. The baseline J. The second effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. The Naturals got 7 points in the game. The Celtics have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Here's the Prodigy. 7 points in the game, and it's denied. Pass to J. The pass to the natural. Shot clock at 6. Inside, and he goes in for the dunk. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
That's good. And that's now 11 points for the natural.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Here's the prodigy. Passes it to Richards. And again, Boston with the triple.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
The natural, the pass to Cortez. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's the prodigy. Pass to the prodigy. Unloads from 13. That's good. Now it's a 7-point Boston lead. And an important part of every team's game. We'll look at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
Oh, he's just angry from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And here's Boston. A big stretch here going 10-2. Nice ball movement by Boston. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
76ers ball.
Some changes for Boston. Reyes, he's checked in for the prodigy. And it's the prodigy in for the prodigy. And the 76ers making a change here. The 76ers trail by 7. They set the pick. There's the pass to the natural. Here's the natural. Reynolds passes to the natural. Here's the natural. 14 points for him. That's tipped. Here's the natural. Right wing. Champ, the pass to Cortez. Here's the natural. Battles through traffic and lays it in. The natural's got 10 points. Passes it to Richards. Here's the prodigy. Second shot opportunity. And there's the nice layup by Hibbert. Hibbert's got the lead up to 7 now for Boston.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Here's Champ. 12 points for him. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Hibbert with the screen. Richards passes to the prodigy. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Champ and the 76ers tack on 2 more. Celtics leading by 3. Pass to the prodigy. And the pass to Richards. Fires for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
Launches a 3. They get the rebound. Reynolds. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
And Philadelphia has possession after the basket by Boston. Passes to Cortez. Takes the 3. Good. The Natural's got 22 points.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Here's the prodigy. He's got 14. Takes a big height. Thompson goes in. The prodigy's got 16 points.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Here's Cortez. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Here's the screen. The Prodigy passes to Richards. Feeds it to Hibbert. 6 to shoot. And again, Boston with the triple.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Richards passes to the Prodigy. Lets it go with the three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Champ's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to the natural. 11 feet away. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And that trip played out perfectly for them.
The Prodigy passes to Richards. They set the pick. Down low. Up off the screen.
And how about the execution on that way? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fires from the line. The shot will not go.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the game right now. The 76ers making a switch here. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the third. Good if it goes. He got it! That is one fantastic buzzer beater!
He hit that shot like it was nothing. Just another day at the office.
That is what you call much in the clutch.
Tie game in Boston. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round one matchup. The Celtics on offense. So on the floor for Philadelphia. We've got the natural. Prodigy is out there with the natural. And it's the natural. And that is good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's the Prodigy. From the baseline. That's good on the jump shot. 16 points for the Prodigy.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
And a missed layup.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Up and in on the way. 9 points for the Prodigy.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And he gets it to go.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. The pass to the natural. Can't connect from short range.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
To the middle. Here's the Prodigy. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. So it's Boston now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice step back to get it off. And that's now 18 points for the Prodigy. Passes it to the Prodigy. the natural. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. To the paint, the natural, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down. Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Here's the Prodigy. Uses the glass to finish the layup. The Prodigy's got 4 points this quarter. Pass to the natural.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have. And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And you talk about getting back into the game, folks. 3 is better than 2.
Always simple math. That's that UNLV education coming to play. He knows all about that as well. Most of his points have been 3-point shots.
Come on now. We got calculus at our school.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
A jump hook. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from the natural.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
There's the pass to the Prodigy. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Celtics have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. And he gets it to go.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no line in those totals.
Stolen. Picked his pocket. Here's the natural. All sorts of time. No good. Third miss. 9 for 12 shooting. Pass to the Prodigy. There's a good screen. Baseline jumper. And that one's good. Now it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
Locked and loaded tonight. Whenever he's got any kind of a decent look, he's knocked it down.
Well, sans his lights-out shooting, they'd be staring at a huge deficit.
Pass to the natural. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Here's the Prodigy. Now the pass to the Prodigy. Here's the Prodigy. That's tipped. They get it back. And the basket good. 24 points for the Prodigy.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
Composed under pressure, and he's now 4 for 4 here in the fourth.
Nice job coming off that screen. And 12 points for the natural.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And the shot is good. The Prodigy's got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
There's the pick. Passes to the Prodigy. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. The Prodigy's got 22 points.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in a hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
So it's Philadelphia now. After the basket by Boston, he had a nice open look right there. The Prodigy's got 9 points now in just the second half. find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, guys. Well, Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
The Natural, he's checked in for Boston. The Natural comes in for the Prodigy.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic?
He came off the screen and finished with authority.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Here's the Natural. Pass to Champ. Just 5 to shoot. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Here's the Natural, following the bucket by the Celtics. Here's Champ. Cortez passes to the Natural. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. From deep. The rebound by the Celtics. The Prodigy's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Kicks it to Hibbert. The pass to the Prodigy. Right wing. The feed to Hibbert. Here's the Prodigy. 3-pointer. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
To the wing on the left. Here's Champ. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's the Natural. Hibbert on the double team. Pass into the Natural. Here's Champ. Here's the Natural. 3-pointer. And that one's good. The Natural's got 9 points now in the quarter.
First 3 of the half. Second of the game. Can he heat up?
He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed on 3 this game only.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
.122 left in the 4th. Pass to Champ. Here's the Natural to the right side. Here's the screen. The pass to the Natural. Here's Cortez. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. The Natural's got 13 points in the second half. To the inside. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Celtics lead by 7.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
.59 seconds left in the game. To the inside, the Natural. Money!
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Here's the natural inside, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that, it has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
That pushes it to double digits. And it's a 10-point Boston lead.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Champ buries it from three-point range. Here's the natural. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. Things were looking bleak for him, obviously, coming into this game. But with tonight's win, Greg, they are right back in it.
And that's the fight this team has. They don't care what the odds are. They are going to keep battling. And suddenly, we've got a series on our hands.
We sure do. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And standing by for the post-game show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, thank you. So why don't we take a look now at our Jordan player of the game? The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another. Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, the players are where you're really tested. His performance tonight was an example of the kinds of performances you got to string together to win championships. I liked his attitude. He had poise, desire.
And that will wrap up this round one broadcast of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson, and we'll see you again as the NBA playoffs continue.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And folks, you can feel the fierceness, the intensity of this series setting the tone prior to Game 3. Our game tonight featuring the Portland Trail Blazers as they go up against the Kings in Sacramento. And guys, for the Kings, Game 2 was a nail-biter, but they made just enough plays to get the W. Tonight, they're looking to take control of this series. And after stealing one on the road, they've put themselves in the driver's seat. Shaq, how big is this home court advantage in the series right now?
It's big, Ernie. They're in a really good position if they win here tonight. This game is obviously not technically a must-win for either team, but it will certainly be a pivotal game when we look back at the series.
What kind of a game will it be?
Pivotal.
Pivotal.
I agree with you.
Pivotal. Pivotal.
I could not have said that better myself. How about you, Jed?
Man, I love pivotal games. It's just the series is tied up. Both teams want this game badly. And, you know, I think with the home team being here and their fans behind them, the pivotal will move in their pendulum in their favor.
Nice.
Wow, there were a lot of P words right there. And now with the play-by-play, here's Kevin Harlan.
It's Game 3 of the Western Conference quarterfinals, all tied at 1-1. If the first two games mean anything, we should be in for a heck of a series. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Portland Trail Blazers and the Sacramento Kings.
Ready?
Taking a look at Sacramento, they managed to take one game on the road. Now the challenge to take care of business on their home court.
And, you know, anytime you're going on the road, the first two games, realistically, you're hoping to get a split. So I'm sure they're happy with where they stand. They've stolen home court advantage. Now they need this one. They got to get greedy.
Yeah, you know what? Despite getting the split, I still have them as the underdog in this series, Greg. I mean, it's a very good team they're up against, and they're just not going to lay down for them.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got the natural. Prodigy is out there with Champ. And there's the Prodigy. And it's Lee in at the 2-guard. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here's the Prodigy. They set the pick. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession. So it's Sacramento. They won their last game Monday night.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
Here's the Prodigy. Right wing. Diaz the pass to the net. Drills it from outside. The Naturals got the game going with his first points of the game for the Trailblazers. That's sent it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Terry Stotts. DB?
Getting home court advantage back is what makes this game absolutely critical in his opinion. He said the guys know what we have to do. We're determined to regain the advantage that we had worked so hard to get in the regular season. It was easy to see just how important this game is to him, and history tells us to all teams, Kevin.
All right, Doris. Shot clock at 5. Pass to the natural. Here's Dunn. It's good from long range. Dunn's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Passes it to the natural. Portland moving the ball around. And that one's good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Here's Dunn. There's the pass to Champ. Read a screen. Here's the natural to the wing right side. Offensive rebound.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
Pass to Diaz. Elbow shot. Cannot hit. Some solid defense from Reed. Passes it to Champ. Now the feed to Reed. No good. Now Portland takes it the other way. The natural, the pass to Diaz. Here's the Prodigy. And there's the pass to the natural. Lets the 3 fly, and he gets the bucket.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Pass to the natural. Pass to Dunn to the left side wing. Reed a screen and out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Well, a solid blend of aggression and athleticism drove these small forwards to lead their position in block shots during the regular season. And you look at the natural, an intimidating defender, third in the league.
And to run up that kind of block total from the small forward position, I mean, it says a ton about his athleticism. He plays a few inches taller than his height would suggest because of that ability to elevate.
And you know, you talked his athleticism, but you can add a few other A's to that athleticism, like alertness, awareness. I mean, he's got both of those qualities in abundance as well. A's are wild here.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Lee. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. From deep. And another three for Portland.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Reed a screen. Dunn passes to Champ. Out to the right wing. Here's Champ. Passes to Diaz. The pass to Champ. He dishes it to Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Diaz the pass to the natural. And another three for Portland.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Champ. Over to the wing. 11 feet away. And he gets a friendly spin, and that one drops. Champ's got his second basket of the night.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Champ, and Portland again with the bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's the natural. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Dunn passes to Bailey. The Kings need to get off a shot here. A nice shot by Reed.
Assist from the natural. Trailblazers timeout. All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance crew.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Here's the prodigy. 6 points for him. The lead pushed to double digits. 9 points for the natural.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Dunn shot's good.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting.
And it really starting to look like they're going to have one of those days where nothing goes wrong.
Well, Greg, they certainly haven't done anything wrong so far. Stretching the lead into double digits already.
Reed misses.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Bailey with easy layup after coming off the pin. The Natural's got his first 2 points of the night. Feeds the lead. They set the pick. Pass to the Natural. To the right side. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, the Naturals got 16 points. Passes it to Bailey. To the wing on the left. Here's Champ. Pass to Dunn. Now, here is Reed. He's guarded closely. That's good.
You know, the turnaround jumper, guys, is one of those shots that always just looks so good. I mean, it's got that nice, smooth, singular motion. Sweet.
Here's the Prodigy. He's got 6. Here's Champ. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Trailblazers leading by 11.
Trailblazers timeout.
Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team.
The Prodigy, he's checked in for Sacramento. The Prodigy comes in for Champ. The Trailblazers also changing it up. The Prodigy comes in for Lee. And it's the Prodigy in for the Prodigy. Here's Aldridge. Offline with his 3.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
To the middle. Here's the Prodigy, wide open. A shot's good from Aldridge. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Here's the Prodigy, rebound by Aldridge.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profiling. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Kings making a switch here. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. The Prodigy passes to the Prodigy. That is good. The Prodigy's got his first points of the night.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Aldridge with it. 17-foot shot on the way.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And he trims the lead to single digits. The Naturals got 5.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
Here's the Prodigy. Looking for his first basket still in this one. 1:29 left here in the first quarter. Out to the right wing. Takes the 3. No good. Trailblazers leading by 10. The pass to the Prodigy. Here's Champ. Over to the left wing. Here's the Prodigy. Drops one in from the wing.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Here's Reed. It's tipped. Here's the Prodigy. Here's the Natural. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Such an awesome shooting display. I mean, perfect, going 7 for 7 to start this one.
And he started the game on the right foot, just draining everything.
A nice shot by Reed.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Fires the three. Aldrich, no good. Pass to Bailey. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
With one on the clock, what a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot like that to close out the quarter. You know, oftentimes those end-of-quarter points can be the difference in a ball game.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Trailblazers out in front, up by 11. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this Game 3. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
Portland leading by 11. Here's the screen. Passes it to the Prodigy. Takes the 13-footer, and that one's good. The Prodigy's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Trailblazers. And for Portland, Prodigy is out there with the Prodigy. Then there's the Prodigy. Then there's the Prodigy. And it's the Prodigy in at the force line.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
And for Sacramento. Kicks to Aldrich. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots. The Kings trail by 13. Read a screen. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Down low, here's the Prodigy. Sacramento grabs the miss.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Here's the Prodigy, and again it's Sacramento converting. Portland leading by 9. And the pass to the Prodigy. A three-pointer is right on target. The Prodigy's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Prodigy passes to the Prodigy. Here's the Prodigy. Stripped away. Pass to the Prodigy. To the paint. Drills the elbow jumper. The Prodigy's got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Here's the Prodigy. He feeds it to Reed. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. Reed's got 4 this quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. Number 1, the Trailblazers.
Kevin, their opponents haven't been able to score effectively throughout the regular season because they always seem to have an answer for whatever offense their opponents throw at them.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
Can't connect from short range. The Kings trail by 12. Read a screen. There's the pick. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's the prodigy from outside the arc. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Pass to the prodigy. Here's the prodigy and another 3 for Sacramento.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Here's the prodigy. He has 5. And here is Aldridge. Just 3 to shoot. Here's the prodigy. They can't stop the run with that one.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
And really, Clark, that's the only way you're going to stop him. The defender was all over him with the hand right in his face.
And so here's Portland. Sacramento able to drain the 3. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Plenty of daylight on that shot. 8 points for the prodigy.
And we always talk about making...
The shot is off.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Here's the prodigy. It's stolen. Dishes it to Reed. Here's the prodigy. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Terry Stotts as he addressed his team. He wants to see renewed effort from them on the offensive glass. He talked about the second chance points that are out there if they work for them. The second thing he talked about was working hard to get their shooters open. He wants them looking for those gaps on the perimeter and letting it fly whenever they find them. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's the prodigy. The Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Plenty of space. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from the prodigy. There's the pick. The prodigy passes to the prodigy. To the middle. Here's the prodigy. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. The prodigy's got 6 points. Here's the prodigy. And a miss there on the triple.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
To the wing right side. Here's the prodigy. And that one's good. And now it's an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handles. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handles. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Here's the prodigy. He's got 11. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
And the pass to Champ. Here's the prodigy. To the middle. Just his first attempt. Soft touch off the glass. He has 5.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score. I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And so here's Sacramento. Trailing here by 8. A baseline J, and the shot falls short this time. Portland's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's the prodigy. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Here's the prodigy. He's got 8. Here's the prodigy. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Pass to the prodigy. Passes to the prodigy. Drains the three-pointer. The prodigy's got 16 points.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Out left to the wing. Here's Aldridge. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Exactly what they want right there. Continue to get good looks.
Here's the prodigy. 5 points in the game. There's the pass to the prodigy. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. 18 points for him.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Off on the layup. The Kings trail by 7. There's the screen. The 3 ball. Another 3 for Sacramento.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Here's the prodigy. And the powerful one-handed slam.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
Yeah, they got hot. I didn't think I'd be saying this a little while ago, but now this game's up for grabs.
Here's the prodigy. He's got 10. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Out to the wing. It's up a 3. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from the prodigy. To the left side wing. Pass to the prodigy. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Kings shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Shooting just 1.
So both teams making some changes here. And so here's Sacramento. It's a 3-point game. Here's the natural. Passes it to Bailey. From outside the arc, an amazing shot just barely beat the buzzer.
That is as big a shot as you are ever going to see.
And guys, he wanted it. He desperately was begging for that ball and was dying to take that shot.
It's all tied in Sacramento. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. This arena is packed, and the energy in the building obvious. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And guys, for the Kings, the first two games of this series were evenly split, and the first half of this game followed suit. They're still searching for that extra edge that'll give them the upper hand here in Game 3. It has become quite the series. Shaq, how did you think the Kings were playing?
See, Ernie, this is what I'm talking about. You know, I was the king of this. See, you got to pound that ball in the paint, and they were doing that. I like to see more of the same in the second half. Don't start shooting jumpers now.
And Kenny, what did you see from Portland?
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and inserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round one playoff matchup. The Prodigy having a great impact in this game.
You just can't shoot the triple any better than he did in that first half. That was incredible.
And here in the second, Greg, he's got to just keep taking them and making them. And if that's the case, no reason for him to stop.
On the floor for Portland, the natural out there with Champ, and it's the natural, and there's the Prodigy, and Diaz in at the point.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
Champ lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Champ's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. And there's the pass to Bailey. Here's the natural. Out to the right wing. Here's Champ. Another three for Sacramento.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to get.
And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in it.
The natural, the pass to Dunn. Read a screen. Down low. There's the killer two-handed slam.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, but that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Champ, the pass to Dunn. Now the dish to Reed. Kings moving the ball around. Dunn shot's good. Dunn's got 7.
That would be 4 in a row for them now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey guys, Dennis, well, George Karl had some advice for the team in that last huddle. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through the natural. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. Also, he was just as passionate when he told them that they needed to put everything they have into their offensive rebounding. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
All right, Doris. So it's Sacramento after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Pass to the natural. Just 5 on the clock. Dunn's shot's good. Dunn's got 9.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, it's been a really good game for sure. I mean, it looks like it's going to stay tight throughout.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
This is a fantastic run to start this second half.
Lee passes to Diaz. There's the pick. It's tipped. Pass to Champ. Here's the natural. Here's Dunn. He's got 11. Shot misses.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
The feed now to Lee. The pass to the prodigy. And again, it's Portland converting.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Man, I tell you, partner, this has been some fun basketball, and they don't look like they're slowing down at all. You better strap your seatbelt on here.
He used that pick just right. 14 points for Champ.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's the natural. Pass to Dunn. To the wing on the left. Just 4 to shoot. No one near him. And again, it's Sacramento converting. Trailblazers trail by 4. Lee outside. To the paint. Here's the prodigy. And again, it's Portland converting.
I love the offensive execution on that possession.
Pass to the natural. Read a screen. Here's Champ. Here's Dunn. 14 points for him. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Here's the prodigy. High post try. Jump shot is good that time. The prodigy's got 8 here in the quarter.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Reed. That's good. Reed's got the lead up to 4 now for the Kings.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Diaz, the pass to Lee. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots. And Portland again with the bucket. Sacramento's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. Passes it to Dunn. Here's Champ, covered by Lee. Out to the right wing. The natural, the pass to Champ. Here's Dunn. Right wing. Here's the 3. Count the bucket. The natural's got his 2nd basket of the night.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Fighting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
There's the pick. Now the pass to Champ. Lee outside. Over to the wing. Champ, the pass to the natural. Here's the prodigy. Here's the natural. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from the prodigy. Pass to the natural. He kicks it to Reed. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Now, here is Reed. Out left to the wing. Here's Dunn. The shot no good. Good D by Lee. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's the prodigy. 14 points for him. Passes it to Champ. Here's Dunn. Here's Champ, covered by Lee. Champ, the pass to Reed, and that one's good. Now it's a 7-point Kings lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
They get it back. That's good. And that's 12 points for the prodigy.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through the prodigy. Coach said the first thing they should be thinking about is getting the ball in his hands and letting him lead the way on each and every possession. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here's the prodigy. 5 points in the game. Goes up on the wing. Uses the pass that time, and it's good. The prodigy's got the lead up to 7 now for Sacramento. The pass to the prodigy. They set the screen. Diaz the pass to Champ. Here's the prodigy. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
The prodigy passes to Dunn. Here's the natural. Pass to the prodigy. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's Diaz. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Now it's just a 3-point Sacramento lead. Passes to the natural. 1:31 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Bailey. His 3-pointers off the mark. Portland's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And the pass to the prodigy. And another 3 for Portland.
You got to respect a player who can knock down shots like that, even with the defense right up in his jersey.
Over to the left wing. Dunn passes to the prodigy. Takes the 13-footer. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Here's the prodigy. 16 points for him. It's blocked. To the wing right side. Here's the natural. Pass to the prodigy. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Yeah, just used his strength there to get the post position without much fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think he's got to do a much better job next time of just bodying up. Get some muscle into him.
Here's the natural. He has 5. Shot clock at 5. The prodigy passes to Bailey. And it's good. The time running down in the shot clock. The Naturals got 4 this quarter.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Kings lead by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. Here's the Prodigy. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Kings. Out to the right wing. There's the triple, and that one's good.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Trailblazers trail by 5. They set the pick. Here's Lee. Passes to the Prodigy. On the mark with the 15-footer.
That coverage is just too weak. I mean, heading down the stretch, that sort of defensive lapse can cost you a game.
Right wing. Takes a 3. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. And he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
That's good. And that's now 10 points for the Prodigy.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Here's the Prodigy. Pass to Dunn to the inside. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Kings.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shots.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
Champs checked in for the Prodigy. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. The Natural, he's checked in for the Prodigy. And Sacramento has possession. Leading by 5. Here's Reed. Drills it from outside. Reed's got 11 in the second half.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
With 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed to come from beyond.
Here's Diaz. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And the Kings lead by 7.
Oh, boy. Woo-hoo. Sweet move. Tough finish. What a play.
The pass to the National. Here's the Prodigy. Reed covering. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. No coverage that time. 20 points for him.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Diaz.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No telling how much larger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, come on, this guy's kept him in it.
And memo to the rest of the team, continue to get him the basketball. He's clearly delivering here in the fourth.
Yes, sir. He is dialed in. 6 of 6 in the quarter and looking for more.
Here's the Prodigy. And shot on the way. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first. And that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
The shot is off. And it's Portland the other way. Pass to the Prodigy. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Kings leading now by 3. Feeds it to Reed. Four on the clock. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Shooting just 1.
The Prodigy, he's checked in for the Prodigy.
The Prodigy.
Champ, the pass to Reed. Shot clock at 6. Shoots it. They get the rebound. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Reed's got 13 points in the second half.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Off in, and that's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots. Here's the Prodigy. Passes it to the Prodigy. Floats one up. No what?
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Here's Diaz to halt the run. Good on the jump shot. The Prodigy's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, over that break, I was able to catch the message George Karl was giving to his team. He likes how they're playing, so simply said, hey, let's keep it rolling. Let's make the most of it and even this series off. We'll see if they can get the job done, Kevin.
Over to the left wing. Puts up the baby hook. Here's Reed. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
Here's Dunn. Portland making their last shot.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play. We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Baseline J on the way. Here's the natural. He dishes it to Lee. Here's the Prodigy. And there's the pass to Diaz. Shoots the 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
There's the screen. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And the shot is good.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And, Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took them as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
And that one's good. And that's 13 points for Champ.
You know, Kevin, he outweighs his man by quite a bit in that matchup, and he did the right thing by going straight to the rim. Don't mess around with him.
Diaz the pass to the product. And again, it's Portland converting.
Good job pulling the trigger when the defense opened up for him. He had an opportunity, took advantage of it.
Playing and scoring with confidence. Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Trailblazers trail by 6. Now here's Lee. Pass to Diaz. Some solid defense from Reed. Pass to Dunn. There's the pick. Passes it to the natural. 5 on the clock. Drops in the layup for 2. And now an 8-point Kings lead.
Excellent body control here on the terrific spin move. Left the defender in his wake and still was under control to lay it in.
Can't cash in from close range.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Here's the natural. Now the pass to Diaz. And good. He nails it. The Prodigy's got 32 points.
And boy, in a close game, it's nice to have him on your side. He's gone 7 of 9 here in the fourth to give them some life.
Pass to the natural. Kicks it to Reed. They get a hand on it. And now Portland on the break. Here's Lee. Can't get it to go. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Here's Champ. Passes it to the natural. To the paint. Here's Bailey. And he gets it to go. And the Kings lead by 8.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
The drive by Lee. Champ. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
I tell you what, he's lucky on that one that he got away with maybe not picking up a tee. It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Cannot afford any empty possessions. They've got to recycle everything, partner.
And he gets it to go.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
And he commits the intentional foul. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Champ to the right side. Bailey passes to Dunn. Doubled by Lee. Shot clock at 6. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Dunn misses. And the pass to the natural. Here's the prodigy. Reed covering. And a wide open look for Lee. Nails the triple.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Pass to Champ. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Here's the prodigy. Can't connect. So the Kings win it. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2 games of a series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding that high after this win.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And Ernie Johnson is still in the building, folks, for the postgame show. Coming up next,
the 2K Sports postgame show.
And that will wrap up this round 1 broadcast of the
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Ernie, tonight's broadcast will feature the Phoenix Suns as they go up against the San Antonio Spurs at AT&T Center. Checking out the Spurs, Game 2 was a nail-biter, but they made just enough plays to get the W. Tonight, they're looking to take control of this series. And after stealing one on the road, they've put themselves in the driver's seat. Shaq, how big is this home court advantage in the series right now?
It's big, Ernie. They're in a really good position if they win here tonight. This game is obviously not technically a must-win for either team, but it will certainly be a pivotal game when we look back at the series.
What kind of a game will it be?
Pivotal.
Pivotal.
I agree with you.
Pivotal. Pivotal.
I could not have said that better myself. How about you, Jet?
Man, I love pivotal games. It's just the series is tied up. Both teams want this game badly. And, you know, I think with the home team being here and their fans behind them, the pivotal will move in their pendulum in their favor.
Nice.
Wow, there were a lot of P words right there. And now with the play-by-play, here's Kevin Harlan.
The sold-out arena in San Antonio, Texas. It's Game 3 of the Western Conference quarterfinals, all tied at 1-1. If the first two games mean anything, we should be in for a heck of a series. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. You take a look at San Antonio. They managed to take one game on the road. Now the challenge to take care of business on their home court.
And, you know, anytime you're going on the road, the first two games, realistically, you're hoping to get a split. So I'm sure they're happy with where they stand. They've stolen home court advantage. Now they need this one. They got to get greedy.
Yeah, you know what? Despite getting the split, I still have them as the underdog in this series, Greg. I mean, it's a very good team they're up against, and they're just not going to lay down for them.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The natural out there with the prodigy. And it's the natural, and it's the natural, and it's Wilson in at the small forward position. And San Antonio has possession. Phoenix able to drain the three. Shoots from 14. Good.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
And Phoenix has possession. They look to start a new streak after losing on Monday.
Yeah, their defense got sliced and diced in that game. They just weren't closing down on perimeter shooters, not nearly quick enough, and then they gave up their fair share of those point-blank shots on the interior as well.
Something was clearly amiss for them, Greg. I mean, to let an opponent shoot that high a percentage, you got to take a real long look in the mirror after a game like that.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Henderson. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And early on, they looked great. They made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
The natural, the pass to James. The natural. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Dishes it to Bell. It's deflected. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots, off to a good start.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Here's the natural. Pass to Henderson. 6 on the shot clock. Again, Phoenix. San Antonio trailing here. Pass to the natural. Bell's shot is good. Like you talked about a back-and-forth game, this is the definition of
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes. And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Here's the natural. Off target at the rim.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Lets the 3 fly. Shot's good.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Pass to Henderson. They set the pick. And there's the pass to the natural. Out of hand on it. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Here's Henderson. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Henderson's got his third bucket of the night. Kicks it to Bell. Shoots from the baseline. The shot is off.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk. Angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
The feed to Henderson. Pass to the natural. 6 to shoot. The dish to James. Here's the natural. Offensive rebound. Makes it off the glass.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
And that one's good. 10 points for him.
You know, guys, that's what he does. He just loves to play that kind of attacking basketball.
He dishes it to Henderson. A second chance effort, and the layup is good. Spurs have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Here's Bell. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Bell's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. The Suns in second.
You love their hustle and determination on the boards. It's that kind of play down low that has helped them win a lot of games this season. And now, obviously, it's going to be a key for them in the playoffs.
Phoenix with the ball. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Jeff Hornacek. Getting home court advantage back is what makes this game absolutely critical in his opinion. He said the guys know what we have to do. We're determined to regain the advantage that we had worked so hard to get in the regular season. It was easy to see just how important this game is to him, and history tells us to all teams, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Good on the shot. He's got 12.
I don't think there's much more you can ask of a player to start the game. I mean, he's 6 for 7 early.
To the left wing. Got a piece of it. Here's the natural. Henderson defending. Shot clock at 5. They set the pick. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. The Suns leading. Here's Wilson. Banked in off the glass.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
It's good again in the next one. 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Only 1 miss in his first 8 attempts. Coming out of the gate strong.
Feeds to Henderson. It's stolen by Bell. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Inside, the natural. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. The natural's got 5.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
It's his 8th make in just 10 shots. Boy, he's really scoring with ease to start this game.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up for the Spurs Games team.
Sun changes for Phoenix. The natural, he's checked in for the natural. The prodigy comes in for the prodigy. And Alexander subbed in for the natural. Here's the prodigy. Down low. And James throws it down.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability.
So it's the Spurs now. They trail by 3. Count the bucket. Bell's got 6.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
And James throws it down.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
To the middle. Here's the screen and a missed layup.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And San Antonio has possession after the Suns pick up 2. Dishes it to Bell. From about 16, here's the natural. The shot is off. James with some nice D. And they're pushing it up.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Greg. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling away.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Wilson the pass to the natural. From deep, another 3 for Phoenix.
Already, they piled up 8 second chance points.
Beasting on those backboards. I love that physicality.
Passes it to the natural. Over to the wing. Spurs working the ball around now. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
They set the pick. Alexander passes to the prodigy. Oh, offensive interference. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. The pass to the natural. Shoots from 12. Tries again. It's blocked.
You know, team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
So it's San Antonio now after the Suns pick up 2. 3-pointer, Bell, that's good. Bell's got 9.
You know what, guys, he can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. James with the bucket.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Spurs trail by 7. To the wing right side. To the inside. It's deflected. Alexander. The shot is off. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Suns lead by 7. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And Spurs head coach Greg Popovich, very demanding. Throughout the years, he was hardest on his point guard, Tony Parker. And here's what Parker had to say about that. Even though it seems like that was a very long time ago now, to hear Tony Parker talk about it now, it still sounds very fresh to him.
Did he acknowledge, Kevin, that he cried?
It sounds like it, yeah.
The game made him cry. That's one of the things fans forget about with professional athletes. No matter how successful they get, players never forget that pain and frustration or those other emotions they've gone through to help get them to where they are.
And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this Game 3. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Phoenix.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And keep an eye on the three-point shooting because that has been a factor as well. If they can maintain that current form, they can be successful.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. We've got the natural. Prodigy is out there with Alexander. And it's the natural.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
That's a terrific move to the basket. The defense played that one well, but it didn't make any difference.
Alexander passes to the Prodigy. Here's the natural. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
He took good advantage of that screen.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Here's Alexander. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. And the natural's going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Alexander.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Jeff Hornacek as he addressed his team. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through the natural. Coach said the first thing they should be thinking about is getting the ball in his hands and letting him lead the way on each and every possession. He also asked for a very strong effort on the offensive glass. He wants to see them cashing in on a lot of second chance opportunities. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris. Phoenix with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Suns lead by 13.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
To the right side. Here's the Prodigy, and that one's good. The Prodigy's got the lead up to 13 now for the Suns.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
And he dunks it after the pitch frees him up.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
And that one's good. 8 points for the prodigy.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Pass the ball. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And that one's good. Here's Alexander. 8 points for him.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
We've got a chance now to show you the hottest shooting teams over the course of the regular season. The Suns 5th.
You know, this team had excellent numbers during the regular season, and I would not be surprised to see them heating up here in the postseason as well. They had a nice rhythm going as the regular season came to a close.
The natural, he's checked in for the Spurs. San Antonio on defense. A 12-point game. From 17 feet out, Alexander gets the bucket. Alexander's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Down low. That one goes. Count.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
To the left wing. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Passes it to the natural. And off the front, and in it goes.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Comes up empty down low.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
The natural is checked in for the natural. Suns leading by 10. The pass to the natural. Hits it from three-point range. The natural's got 7 points in the game.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
I tell you what, he's lucky on that one that he got away with maybe not picking up a tee.
That's good. The natural's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Phoenix grabs the miss. Alexander, no luck. Spurs trail by 13. Pass the ball. Here's the natural. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Passes it to the Prodigy. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. The Prodigy's got 9 points.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet. Well, you got to put a body on your man when the shot goes up. That's just fundamental basketball. They're giving up way too many offensive rebounds.
So for the Suns, James checked in for the natural. And it's the Prodigy in for the Prodigy. Here's the natural. He has 6. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. To the wing right side. James outside. 5 to shoot. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. 6 points for him.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
The natural, the pass to the natural. Frames the three-pointer.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And so here's Phoenix. They lead by 11. It's Henderson on the wing. Baseline J on the way. He squares up and sinks it. Henderson's got 13 points.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
And that one's good.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
There's a screen. Pass to Alexander. To the inside. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Ball, the pass to Bell. And the Spurs scoring again.
Got him with the turnaround there. That was as sweet as honey.
Kicks to Henderson. There's the pass to Alexander. Uncovered. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Suns leading by 12. It's Henderson on the wing. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Pass the ball to the middle. Out to the right wing. To the paint. Here's Henderson. And the basket good. Henderson's got 21 in the game.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Bell. And the Spurs scoring again.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now the feed to Henderson. Out to the wing. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
The natural, the pass to Bell. And off the glass, that one's good. Bell's got 15 points.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
1 second left. And it's Phoenix scoring again. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Phoenix ahead. They lead by 18. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Coach, you're going to have to climb a bit of a hill here in the second half. What are you telling your guys they need to do to turn this thing around?
I think we just moved the ball a little bit. We were just on the dribble a little bit too much, and there's got a lot of pressure out there, so the ball's got to move.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, back to you at the table.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Thank you for joining us live inside this sold-out arena. We are rocking and rolling. And guys, for the Suns, they are jumping at the opportunity to go up 2-1. If they continue on the same path they were on in the first half, that will put them in firm control of this series. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Their ability to get into the paint and get to the rim has been deadly, constantly attacking the basket. It was clearly their intention right from the start to pound it inside as much as possible. And I don't see them straying from that strategy in the second half. It's going to be another paint-based attack.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
Well, the bottom line, they got to defend the three-point line much better. They were concentrating all their effort into protecting the paint, and these guys were standing behind the line, yak'em, splaka kataya, and that strategy backfired, Ernie. They gave up far too many open looks, and all those threes killed them.
That's going to do it for now as the second half is just about ready to get started. We'll see you later.
And we welcome you back to our coverage of Round 1 in the NBA playoffs. The Prodigy having a great impact in this game.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
Now here's Henderson. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. And for the Suns, the natural out there with the natural. And it's the natural. Then there's the Prodigy. And it's Wilson in at the 3 slot. And that one's good. 18 points for him.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
James, no luck. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. There's the pick. Passes it to the natural. Shoots the 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
There's the pass to the natural. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. The natural's got 12 points in the game. Pass to the natural. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Clock at 4. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. James dishes to Henderson. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Wilson, and he dunks it down.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Passes it to the natural. There's a screen. Hands it from downtown. 21 points in the game.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Pass to Wilson. He kicks it to Henderson. And there's the pass to the natural. He feeds it to James. Henderson passes to the natural. To the middle. Here's the natural. Shot is off. Good D by Bell.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Phoenix timeout. Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up for the Spurs.
during that last break. He urged his guys to get after it on the offensive glass, to follow every single shot, extend possessions, any time, and altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thank you, Doris. Here's the natural. 12 points for him. There's the dish to Henderson. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. The natural, the pass to Wilson. Feeds it to James. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Yeah, something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand.
And here's Bell from the arc. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
That cuts the lead to single digits. And it's 8 points for the natural.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Now here's Wilson. 8 points for him. The 15-footer, and it's Phoenix scoring again. So it's San Antonio now. They trail by 11.
There we go, San Antonio. Please give it up for the Spurs dance team.
Well, strong defense is obviously a big key to success in the NBA. And these players, the top shooting guards in the steals category in the regular season, gave their teams plenty of that on the way to the playoffs. And you look at the natural, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
You know, you watch him on a game-in, game-out basis, and he just puts on a clinic defensively, both in terms of effort and technique at that off-guard spot.
Well, it's a combination of the all-out effort and the flawless technique you just talked about. I mean, that's allowed him to climb that list. I mean, he's rightfully regarded as one of the league's toughest defenders.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim. Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
There's a good screen. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
To the inside. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Here's the prodigy. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Pass to the natural. And stolen by James. Right side, Wilson. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's the natural. He's got 8. Right wing. No good on the 3. Suns leading by 12. Passes it to the prodigy. Off target from three-point range. San Antonio's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. James covering. Banked in off the glass. He's got 25.
There you go. I mean, this is the time to get aggressive. I mean, they need to keep feeding him the basketball.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly. You can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Alexander's checked in for the Suns.
Alexander.
Spurs trail by 12. There's the pick. Lets it go with a 3. And the shot is good. 5 points in the game.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Over to the left wing. Outside Wilson. Here's the prodigy, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And that one's good for him. Here's Alexander. He's got 10, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Here's Wilson. That's good.